people of Queens, the largest borough in New York City, the most diverse urban area on Earth, will soon choose a new district attorney. Right now on CBSN New York, hear from the Democratic candidates. Who should you trust to control law and order? The Democratic primary for Queens DA, a new era.
Welcome to CBSN New York. I'm Valerie Castro. Thank you for joining us. Over the course of this hour, you'll hear from the 7 Democrats who want to be Queens District Attorney. But first, CBSN New York political reporter Marcia Kramer takes a look at the race, which people here and across the nation are watching very closely. It's something that's still proportionate to the crime, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, up next, we'll take a closer look at the candidates' backgrounds and the big debate over marijuana prosecutions. Stay with us. You're streaming CBSN New York. Welcome back to the CBSN New York special on the Democratic primary for Queens DA. You might need a scorecard to keep track of all of the candidates, so here's a quick look at all 7 of them in alphabetical order. 31-year-old Tiffany Caban is a career public defender who says she has represented over 1,000 clients in cases ranging from turnstile jumping to homicide. Up next, a change in the law when it comes to bail. Will it put dangerous people back on the street? And the candidate who would like to see prostitution legalized. You're watching CBSN New York. We also asked the candidates about the new law ending cash bail, putting people back on the street without having to put up money as a guarantee they'll show up in court. And is no bail appropriate in cases of misdemeanor assault, frequently the initial charge in a domestic violence case?
Domestic violence is a serious issue. However, when it involves the Hispanic community and minority communities, people have to look at what the real issues are.
Some of the building owners also are the people who are coercing them into doing it, so they may be one and the same.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And still ahead, the debate over Rikers Island, whether to keep it open or build new jails in 4 of the 5 boroughs. We'll be right back. You're watching CBSN New York.
When the world is trying to tell you something,
Another hot topic in our interviews, Rikers Island. The city has a plan to close the facility and open smaller jails in 4 boroughs. And even though the Queens DA does not have a say on whether that plan moves forward, he or she could be an influential voice.
I don't agree with any new prisons in any of the 5 boroughs. And I think that Rikers Island can be
3, 4, even 10th biggest problem there.
A lot to think about with that issue. Thank you both. Coming up after a quick break, final statements from the candidates. You're streaming CBSN New York.
when the world is trying to tell you something.
For more safety information, go to cbsnewyork.com/a-safer-city.
The winner of Tuesday's Democratic primary will be on the ballot for the general election in the fall. He or she will face Republican candidate Daniel Cogan, an attorney from Ozone Park. Cogan is running unopposed in Tuesday's primary. Time now for final statements from the 7 Democrats. We asked each to quickly sum up why he or she thinks they're the best person for the job. The order in which they appear was randomly selected.
I dedicated 25 years of my life to the Queens District Attorney's Office. Almost 15 years as a Supreme.
Every walk of life, and I know that the Queens community would be in a better position with me as the Queens District Attorney. Thank you.
Those were the final statements from the candidates. When we come back, a few final thoughts from our experts. Thanks for watching CBSN New York. Okay, we have just a couple of minutes left for some final thoughts. So, Marcia, why don't we start with you?
Look, this is a primary at the end of June, which is normally a low turnout kind of election. So the winner of this race is going to be the person who gets their voters to the polls. So the question, they should actually go to the polls and vote. And you have to have a passion to do it because it's not normally a time when people go to the polls.
Okay. Thank you, Marcia Kramer and Mark Peters. And don't forget, Election Day is Tuesday, June 25th. Polls are open from 6 o'clock in the morning until 9 at night. And for more information on the race, including extended interviews with the candidates, head to cbsnewyork.com. I'm Valerie Castro. Thank you for joining us here on CBSN New York.